Nice to have you here, guys. Welcome back. We're continuing with the BMW E. We're going to take a look at the next dirty spot, which is inside the vehicle. Let's check out the inner door panels because they are really, really dirty. There are dark stains. Let me show you what we're focusing on today. Yes, and you can see the problem case here. We have this grey interior and it has really suffered a lot. Especially when we look down here, the material is really worn out. We simply have to remove these parts. They cannot be repaired easily like this. But we can still create a somewhat nice look here by properly cleaning everything. You can also see real stains in this plastic area at the top. And we will take a look at that together now. For this, I have brought a cleaner. Here it is. I am currently testing the TUGA products again. I have brought the Plastic Devil. Of course, it can also be used for the interior. Cockpit, vehicle interior, blinds, awnings, range hoods, plastic furniture. So this is really a cleaner that can be used in many, many places, not just in the vehicle. And today, we will use it together with the scrub glove here, the small one, because then we can really make it look great here. You can also use a brush or a small scrub pad depending on your preference. Here on the surface, we have nice smooth sides and we can really go along nicely. And I believe this will be a truly impressive before and after. I believe there's really a lot of dirt here. If we take a closer look at this, I'll examine it here. So let's go over it directly. I'm taking a scrub glove and spraying a little bit on. Is it really enough to just spray a few times and then dab it a bit? And I will also go along here on the other side, a little bit. First of all, up here, where one might like to rest their arm. And I believe that if we rub a little more here, you'll get an idea of the dirt. That's on the surface. It's really quite intense. We can also do one where we drive the window in, because then we can clean and scrub right up to the edge without unnecessarily rubbing on the glass surface. So you can simply wipe off the excess cleaner with a cloth. You can also work directly with the cloth. I had to be very clear that with the dirt that is on here, I immediately thought we should use a scrub glove because everything else is actually pointless. But in this condition, it would be a waste of time. Here you can also really nicely run your fingers along it, like with 2 fingers. You can use it very compactly as well. I find it almost better in terms of handling. Look how the foam here turns a brownish color. I find it almost better to handle than a scrub pad, because you can work very precisely with it. That's always the case with a glove. In terms of handling, it's clearly better. Let's move over here. You don't need to press down so hard. It's important to treat the surfaces evenly. So, over here, we've actually covered everything as well. And now let's take a cloth. You can see what was already in this small section. A small cloth at hand. Now, we are wiping off the residues. Let's also check again where we might need to do some touch-ups. You can already see it here. Look, the difference is already extreme. And I believe that when we peel off the tape here, we will think, you drove this thing through a mountain of coal. Let's take a look. Incredible. Just think about how much dirt is still embedded in this surface. This is not plastic care, especially in the picture. It looks really dark. For me, there is a proper brown haze on it. You can see it here as well. So intense, right? This is really something. Here we have another small spot, possibly from getting in and out. But you can see here, unbelievable. This is really bad. And we are going to clean this area again. Nice along the edge here. It's really something. It's really intense. I have to say that clearly. I'll think about it again. Yes, so here you can really see it. A lot of dirt is coming off. And also along the top, you can clearly see the difference again. So what dirt is still on here in total? I don't even want to know how much is on the armrest here. Shall we test it out? Come on, let's do a little experiment. Let's take a fresh corner and give it a little spray. You can also hold the glove outside. It's completely up to you. So, without applying much pressure, just work it in. A little bit here. And for that, the scrub fiber is of course ideally suited. Let's wipe it off again. Now let's take a look at this. Insane, guys. It's just intense. Where you put your arms up here, again, here. It's just extremely intense. And that's why I believe it was a good project card to showcase something like this. All right, let's move further down here. It's really exciting down here too. If your scrap it or your glove gets too dark over time, just rinse it out with water. And then go over it again afterwards. So here we first need to carry out a proper basic cleaning. This is not a normal routine maintenance on a Saturday morning, 2001, but we need to establish a fundamental state of cleanliness first. It's not that extreme down here. Oh God, no, yes, you can see it. Man. At first I thought you might not really see it, but no, you can definitely see it. It's intense. There are many damages already here. Here it is chipped, here it is cut in, and here, 2001, the plastic is coming off. It just can't be avoided. I will remove these little noses here, but it will stay like that afterwards. The vehicle is just a bit older, but it's just crazy what dirt is left on the surface afterwards, and what can be cleaned off in total. So, with that, we have now thoroughly cleaned the door and established a basic level of cleanliness. We can now work on these small gaps with the 2001 swaps, but otherwise, you are already at a very good level afterwards. I will now take care of the side edges and the bottom, and then we will see each other in the next part. After that, we will move towards the interior, the entry points, and also the seats. Let's see what we can still salvage. Dashboard, we have a bit of work ahead of us here. Until then, folks, thank you very much for watching. You can find everything in the video description below. And yes, we'll see you in the next video. Your Sebastian. Bye, everyone.